Hi guys, Woody here. Welcome back. This is episode 3 of the CM0102 playthrough with Gilliam. If you're enjoying this type of content, or you like Football Manager for that matter, and you've just kind of stumbled upon here, and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, if you could do, would mean a lot to me. I was having a look at my analytics the other day, and so a lot of people who watch this channel which aren't actually subscribed. So if you could just jump in and subscribe to the channel, tap that bell notification. That would mean a lot to me. It's free, so yeah, and awesome, cool. Right, let's get into it. So we are second in Division 1. We are 2 games behind Coventry and a game in hand on Man City. So we are looking pretty damn good. I don't know why I went to the reserves then. Fixtures. Lose my head there for a sec. We last played the Wolves game. We saw that. We then beat Stockport 2-1. They had a player sent off, and Andy Hessenthaler and Ty Gooden got on the scorecard for that one. We had a good 1-0 win over Sheffield Wednesday. Andy Hessenthaler on the score sheet again for that one. We then pumped Walsall 4-0. Mark Browning with 2, Marlon King and Tomadira getting on the scorecard as well there. We then had an absolute barnstormingly thrilling 9-goal game against Preston, which was just absolutely crazy. King, Shaw, Browning, and an Iron Noseworthy penalty there. Browning there with an 80th minute winner was absolutely, it was crazy game. We then went out in the League Cup to Burnley, 2-0. We were ordinary. We just couldn't get going that game. And then we lost to Millwall 4-2 in an absolute shocker of a game. Palmer gets sent off. Tomadira grabs a double, and it's looking 2-2. And then Palmer gets sent off, and they score 2 more goals, and Hugo Mathero has an absolute shocker of a game. That's where we are at the moment. We're going to play Forest, Bradford, and Barnsley today. Should be some interesting games. When Forest are 15th, Bradford are 5th, and Barnsley, who knocked us out of the cup, getting a bit of revenge on them. So yeah, we are looking really good for promotion at the moment. Scoring goals for funds, Marlon King and Steve Palmer on the average rating, and Tomadira with 8 on the goals section. We have brought in one more player. The last game I was complaining about a left back, and well, then I realised like one of my favourite players in the game, Jamie Victory from Cheltenham. Obviously everyone knows Mike Duff from Cheltenham. He's actually left. He went to Bristol Rovers for 45k. And I just recently, literally a few days ago, paid 80k for Jamie Victory. He's awesome. If you've never signed Jamie Victory, sign him. He can play left back and defensive midfielder. He is amazing. Agility, anticipation, and balance of 20. His pace is he is really good. Sign him. You can literally he's like Mike Duff except for the left hand side. So. Even if you're playing in Barcelona, you can still sign him, and he'll perform really well. Future transfers in Martin Eriksson from IFK Gothenburg. They've been relegated, so 70k. Thank you very much. Really good young Swedish midfielder. Hopefully he comes. I am keeping my eye on Hammarby. They're in the playoffs. They have won against Umeå FC, and the other one. So 25th of November, we'll be looking at them, because if they go down, old Kennedy Bakaloglu will be trying to swoop in 440k. We do have some good finances, as we got 325 because we sold someone. We sold 2 players here. Iffy and Guy have gone, and Guy went for 325, which was amazing. So looking pretty good there. Right, playing Nottingham Forest. Jamie Victory, number 27, looks good. I'm going to kick the game off. And within 4 minutes, Nottingham Forest have scored. Brilliant. That's really how you start a game. Commentary speed is very fast. I fixed up the resolution on this. You'll notice, remember last time it was cutting it off down the bottom? Well, it's not anymore. Computer whiz over here. So we can have a look at the stats of the game while we're going ahead, and see how poorly we are performing, and keep an eye on everyone's constitution. Is that constitution? Is that like their fitness, essentially? Let's not, get crazy here. Right, we're all playing awful, but we'll restart the match and go back to those Gillingham stats. Tomadira is having a shocker. I know he struggles sometimes up front by himself, but this is just the preset tactic. But anyway, we're going to bring in Paul Smith for Andy Hessenthaler, and we'll swap him with Browning, and we'll bring Butra on for that man Tomadira. I mean, we've had 4 shots on target. We have probably been the better team, but it's just not a lot happening for us at the moment. We're just really, really ordinary. Tomadira did try 3 shots, but I mean, I feel like we should be getting one soon. Come on, peeps. You know what? It's controversial, but I am going to try when we eventually get a break in play. Any second now. Here it is. So I think it's Butra. Butra is a forward. We're going to drop Butra down here and play with the one up front, and we'll drop that off Smith there. And we'll have a look at Butra. Butra. Forward runs. Run with ball. And try some through balls. And we'll push him forward like that. Just to mix it up a bit. Just to, throw the computer AI off a little bit here as we are coming into the final minutes of the game. And there it is. Butra from that AMC roll. He gets a goal. And can we get a second? No, it's going to be a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest. And look at that. Man of the match. Straight off the bat. Jamie flippin' victory. Good stuff. What a great start to the episode. Well, I mean, it wasn't a great start. It was an okay start. We drew the game, so let's just not get carried away. I mean, it was a great debut for Jamie Victory there. As we get through, we've got some Taribo West. Yeah, he's amazing. Saxon managers. 24th for Bradford. Excellent. Yep, and here we are. Ericsson, probably an important player. Wow, he wants a fair bit of money. No minimum fee release clause for you. Just shift that up a little bit. I mean, it's a bit cheeky for a man who's on like £6,000 less than that. Bit of a cheeky contract, mate, but he's a really, really good player, and just to bolster that midfield up would be pretty damn sweet. He's rejected it. Amazing. Would you take... Oh, I don't want to... Would you take a signing on fee of 50,000? We're not going to have that. How about a non-promotion release clause? Because we'll probably get promotion. Oh, I didn't see that. Chris Hope, 2 weeks. That's annoying. Oh, that's what we've got to check. We have to check. Oh, I'm all over the shop here at the moment. Martin Ericsson. Hammarby, how did they go in their first playoff? Oh, God. They won 4-1. They're probably not going to get relegated then, are they? So that's a bummer. All right, we have got Bradford. So Martin Ericsson keeps rejecting the transfer. Now, I know you can do the old month-to-month contract and then offer him there, but I don't want to do that. It's a bit silly. Butra, what? Wants clarification on his future? It's because he came in as a youth player. Would you like a squad player, mate? He does, right. Chris Hope is out, which is a bit of a blow, because we are really, really weak in that defence. And it is probably going to have to be Pattinson there and then Rose onto that bench, which will need a new captain. Just drag it down there and it'll just pick someone. Now, I don't know whether to... we're going to stick with the two up front. We'll stick with the two up front. Taribo West, obviously, captain. Right, let's keep the game off. Bradford, we already spoke about them last episode. Get in, Marlon King. Recently relegated the year before from the Premier League. So still got a lot of those players who played well from up there. Robert Molinar, David Weatherall, Benito Carboni. All the likes of them. There's another one, Tomadira. Who says he can't play up front in a two-man system? It wasn't me. We are looking pretty good here. 1 game in hand behind Coventry and 2 points as Man City are also bearing down on us as well. But we're looking pretty good here. Tomadira, get in. Tomadira. He's a good player. Such a good player. We all know he's a bit of a cheap player, but like I said in my first video, and if you haven't watched that yet, you should go back because it's only like the third one, so there's only been a couple out. Go back and watch that first one. I whenever I had played this game in the past, Tomadira, I used the patches and stuff, so he's not on there. So this time I'm not using the patches. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to sign him because I very, very rarely use him. So I thought, why not? And get in. Big Andy Hess. It is 5-1. We're going to make some changes as we have got this game wrapped up. Nice and easy. Billy McKinley, Andy Hess and Tyler to come off. Kevin James. You can do that one. And yeah, we'll leave it like that. Looks pretty good. If Tomadira grabbed his hat trick, I'll take him off as well for Butra. But oh, I thought it was going to happen then for a second. But it looks like this game is just going to eke out. And it is an absolute solid 5-0 win against a Bradford team who are in and around that playoff spot. Tomadira man of the match with a double. Good stuff. The board is delighted. And then we've got, oh, I said Burnley before. What I meant was Barnsley. That's what I meant. Burnley down here. Barnsley, Burnley. They're 13th. Anyone there who we recognise stands out? Isaiah Rankin. Oh, there's that guy who plays for Plymouth, I think it is, or in the first division. Where's Plymouth again? I probably could do this a lot easier. Plymouth in the third division. Plymouth. Ian Stonebridge, yes. Ian Stonebridge. He turns out to be a really, really good striker. He's a bit slow, but I guess he's kind of more of a targetish man. Good heading, jumping there, but he's a bit slow. But he generally turns out to be quite a good player. So I've actually never signed him because I am usually sort of turned off by his low pace. But you never know. We'll try and get some. We're not getting Martin Eriksson from Gothenburg. The other one from Gothenburg is Hakin Mild. He is 30. He is a very good player though. But we won't bother, I guess, with any of that. Steve Evans sacked at Boston United. Wow. All right. Barnsley now. How's everyone looking condition-wise? Really, really good. Is there anyone who knows? Chris Hope is still injured. Browning wants a new contract. I mean, you are 30, Marcus. What do you want? 310. You're a backup. Oh, he's playing well. He's going to be all right in the Premier League. Oh, yeah. I mean, but, you know, I can't offer you that much. Simmer that down, buddy. Our finances are actually going away. We're already down to 140 because our balance isn't great, so we're hemorrhaging cash. So any more transfers I want to bring in have got to happen quick, smart. But I don't think I need to at the moment. I'm kind of happy with the squad as is. Paul Shaw struggling to get into the team at the moment. Obviously, Palmer is back. Was he back last game and I didn't notice? Possibly. I was going to take out Andy Hess and Tyler, but he's playing quite well. So maybe we go get rid of James and put Palmer onto the bench. And we'll go like that. Steve Palmer can come back through the bench. Trubo West is still the captain for the day as we go out against Barnsley. And there it is, I would say Ty Godden, but it must be Ty Gooden. And we are 1-0 up against Barnsley. Good stuff. Andy Hess and Tyler playing really well on a 7, and Browning goes down. That'll bring on Steve Palmer for Andy Hess and Tyler. Is Steve Palmer? He's left only, and Ty Godden is also left only. So excellent. Well, that's right, because Steve Palmer's going to, as no one knows with Steve, I'm using my hands here. I know you can't see me. Steve Palmer's going to be cutting in because that's how the tactic works. It doesn't, but I didn't realise they had Chris Morgan. Chris Morgan? God, Chris Morgan sent off as well. I'm absolutely just blabbing here about rubbish at the moment. So if you're enjoying this, give it a thumbs up. It is all much appreciated as we'll kickstart the second half off. Tomadira hasn't scored again. Blows a bit hot and cold. We might. I mean, he scored a double last game. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think you just expect like Tomadira to go out and like literally bang it. There's Andy Hess and Tyler scoring again, banging a hat trick every single game, and that's, you know, that doesn't happen. That's not real life. No, this isn't real life, but I mean that doesn't happen anyway. We're going to bring on Paul Smith there, and we'll bring Butcher on for Marlon King, and we will drop Butcher down here and make those changes to. Yes, because he's a different one now, isn't he? So Tomadira. Yep, and Butra runs on the ball. Do we play? I can't remember if we did the through balls last time, but we'll do that. We'll do that, mix it up a bit, see what can happen. I know that was how we got the draw against Nottingham Forest earlier in the episode. And if you have stuck around all the way here, thank you so much for watching. It does mean a lot to me. And there it is, Tomadira getting the 4th goal of the day as we put Barnsley to the sword 4-0. Good stuff. Truebell West is banned. Browning's out for 3 weeks. Just as I give him a 4 months. Just as I give Browning a brand new contract, he goes and does something stupid like that. Well, we won't do that actually. We'll swap it here because it's getting a little bit weird about that doing that. And then on the bench, oh, back to Kevin James. Right. That was a good couple of episodes there. A nice cheeky little win. I keep saying win. It was a draw against Nottingham Forest there with a good tactical tweak, and then a good 5-1 thumping of Bradford and a 4-0 thumping of Barnsley. Sees us second in the league, 2 points behind Coventry with a game in hand. City have played their game, and they must have actually lost a couple. They drew against Millwall and Bradford, so we're going to play them soon. Let's have a look and see when we should come back as we near the end of the season. Keep seeing a couple of games. I'm like, Man City, but we did play them at the beginning of the season. In Portsmouth, we did that. So what I'm thinking is, you never saw us play Crystal Palace. Did you see us play Coventry? I don't think we did Coventry. So we might do a... it might, you have seen us do Portsmouth, but it might be a Coventry Palace Wolves or a Portsmouth Coventry Palace, somewhere around there, round about towards the end of February. They're obviously the pre-contracts running out soon for players, which I'll be jumping on ASAP, and then we'll probably come back towards the end of the season. Sheffield United, Wimbledon, Barnsley, hoping to see us wrap up promotion and end the first season and on the way to the Premier League. Anyway, guys, that's the end of it there. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have and you're not subscribed, if you could, would mean a lot. Smash that like button. And chuck a comment down there as well. If there's anyone you would like me to sign, let me know, and I will try and go after them with my Misley 200k. Hey, we met some. I don't know how we got more money there. But anyway, catch you next time. Bye.